Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. How are you faring? How are you doing riding these crazy ascension waves, the magic carpet ride, all the way home? Now, we're just about to get skipping, hopping, and dancing all the way across the finish line. Esa shana tekana tukuno sutta ainatia. You need to understand that as all of the fallen timelines fully clear, they come up to be seen for what they are, for us to fully collapse them. As you understand that all of this is thought projected out, what we call reality, this is where you can go very, very deep into your own programming, your own belief systems, expectations of reality, what you think is about to happen, and now create your own destiny. Literally, write your own storylines, but you need to wipe the board clean. You need to let it all go. I actually drew a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. I'm guided to share. One was this one. You can see it there. And there's actually a lot about this next full moon that's coming to me, that between now and the next full moon, everything is about to change. That's the time frame we're looking at. Now, I do feel between the 4th and the 5th, there is massive shifts already going to happen. I feel the towers are going to fall now. It's like as if it's imminent that there's a massive solar flare coming, like the build up to it, as well as none of this is written in stone. Okay, the future has not been written just yet. There are many quantum possibilities, ways of how we can return fully home. And it's literally up to all of us together as one to make it so, to co-create that which we want to experience now, to take over fully as the cosmic dragons, magic grail queens and kings, as the true guardians and protectors of all new free worlds. It's you ultimately protecting your own consciousness, your blueprint. And it's beyond protection because we're no longer having walls and... Sorry, I'm just checking for cats here. Hey, Abby. And we're no longer having walls up and defenses because really this is where the wars end. Once you understand you're really just fighting yourself at the deepest level, it's always been you versus you, as well as, all of these other characters within the game are helping you to resolve all of this. Now, the Cosmic Emerald Heart and Quantum Tree of Life is fully awakening and igniting right fucking now. So thank you so much for those that have been part and are part of this massive final remote energy healing activation marathon that's going for way over 5 days now because I do everything quantum style, okay? So basically, and this is how I could suggest to you to live your life as well. What's right one moment is no longer right the next. The lines are a little bit blurred, as well as you need to have sacred boundaries. And this is the time where truly everybody is finding out whether they've done their homework or not. So just to say, okay, if anyone wants to join this massive activation, which is bringing us all the way home, the details are below in the description box, and you can still take part. This is an ongoing activation. I'm also being shown this is literally unifying all of the activations I've ever done, we have done, the ones I've been leading together. Culminating. So as you are tuning in, even if you're new, you're picking up on all of these keys and codes. Now, they are going to, you are as always receiving whatever you're ready to receive for each individual. This field is very intelligent. Again, you need to sign up for it, okay? So there's an entrance ticket. So again, these are collective activations that we are helping, okay, us all to ascend with. But if you want an extra push, an extra acceleration, an extra upgrade for your ascension, then you need to sign up, okay? And the details are below. And this is a super powerful field. It's remote, it's just energetic. So basically you connect in the quantum field. I continue to run these activations together with Mother, Father, God, and the company of heaven. All those beings in true alignment with real, true love, the law of one. And I'm guided to end it, so to say, the marathon on the 4th of November. So we're going to have one more session, so to say, when we tune in at the same time. those who can, if you can't make it for the time, you can choose another time where you have an hour where you just clear your space, especially mind, and are open to receive. Okay, it's a super intelligent quantum field, but the more can take part at a time, the better. Details are below. So we meet at 2020, full crystal clear vision, on the 4th. And on the activation we did on the 31st to really fully kickstart this, although I kind of already started this all on the 27th anyway. I usually stay longer in the field than the 1 hour, okay? So if you feel there's more coming in, just like with the last activation, just stay in the field, go to sleep, whatever, okay? You can also choose to receive this in the field. Also make intentions, what you want to have field activated within yourself or the whole of the collective. This is, again, you are a co-creator together with me. And this is now where we're moving from service to self or service to others to service to all. So it's a win-win situation. But again, to get the extra support, to get the extra push, to get the extra, ascension booster, you do need to sign up. You need to give back to me, because truly, once you understand that working with me more closely truly is an honor, and I'm not saying this from ego perspective, I know this from the role I'm holding here, being an ascended master in my own right, having returned and remembering together with you of how we returned home. And all I'm here for is to ignite your own God self, okay? Your own God sovereign free self, your true creator power, you returning back to your true essence, innocence. This is an invaluable gift. I help people to really save time, which is energy, which is money. Ultimately, even if you think the prices are high, truly what I give is way beyond what this is all priced at. Also at this stage, I just want to say, anyone who signed up to membership level 1 of the Team Godhead container and feels like they didn't get enough this month or last month, you do need to have eyes to see, to truly see, ears to truly hear, to see the value of the vault of the treasure of true gnosis that's been shared here. If you really look, really listen, and if not, then, it's best if you, do drop out. I also want to say, anyone who's having any issues with signing up to any of my courses, any of that stuff, okay, just please send me an email to Ramona Lapin, one word, at hotmail.com. Details are also below in the description box, or send me a message over Ko-fi, okay? I don't usually answer private messages on any of the social media platforms. I just can't, okay? Because basically I'm facing so the black magician clowns out there throwing everything at us, okay? And it's really futile. All you're doing is creating more pain for yourselves, as many are noticing right now. Basically, if you have any issues signing up, because I'm right now having a lot of money withheld from me or stuck in the systems that I would ultimately need to pay my rent next week, is stuck in the system. And I've done everything, so to say, I can on a 3D level to sort this out, and can't, so to say, be sorted out. And I know and see this because I know how to read the field, as a big confirmation of that this is about to be done. I'm just free fall into source. I've purged through my fears, worries, insecurities. I also need to move. So it's all coming together. And truly, I need a big fat ass miracle, and we all do. And it's beyond needing. It's you at one with source, which I help you return to. You know that you will always be provided for and carried. But we also need to see it's not about us waiting for God to come down from the heavens and hand us some money or check or whatever, a house or home, whatever it may be. It's about you accessing your own superpowers and understanding that we are God, Mother, Father, God embodied. We are here to make these miracles happen. We're not waiting for anyone to do this for us. No aliens to come down. None of the false leaders out there to rescue us, okay? You are it. This is what I am reminding you of. Everything I'm sharing here comes from a massive amount of pain, suffering, deep diving, gaining the knowledge, the gnosis, lived experience, through lived experience, okay, to share here with you. This comes at a great cost of mine. You have no idea what it holds for me to hold this field constantly, to provide what I'm providing. I'm always overgiving, and people are still not happy. That's okay. All right, we're done with trying to convince others of our worth, our value. I was telling this to my daughter today. Obviously, it's a little bit hard when you're a preteen. But to understand, we're not here to make anyone see us correctly. We're done with this, okay? Trying to help people, support them. If they don't want to, they don't want to, okay? This is where everybody will reap what they have sown. This is where even if you feel like all of your efforts haven't really borne many fruits, this is where all of this comes together, as if by magic. But you need to believe in the magic. You are the magic, okay? And you are God. And this is where everybody finds out, have they done their homework? Have you really gotten to know thy true self, which is the only way how to know your own true God self, which is how you really truly know, feel yourself at one with source, and all separation fully dissolves, which is you fully ascending or not. So this is where we're all being tested. What do you believe to be possible or not? What are you creating right now? What are you manifesting? Okay, this is where everything culminates. And again, if what I'm saying here doesn't resonate, it's obviously not for you. Please save us all the time, energy, life force. Don't leave a comment. Go do something else. Create your own reality. This is what we've been doing this all for. And truly, all of my courses, all of my calls, all of the videos I've done so far, they're timeless. They really help accelerate your journey if you really integrate it, if you really apply it. But I can't do this for you. And this is where we're finding out. This is where, like, I have a lot of shit being thrown at me from all sides, and I just need to stay calm. That's what you're learning right now. You are the center of the storm, the eye of the storm. You need to be able to pass this final test in order to be the leader of all new free worlds, or into all of new free worlds, because this is where the forerunners are completing their first ascension wave. This is the rainbow bridge, fully lit up, the extended Kundalini currents of the Kunda ray, your Antakarana fully lit. This is your divine blueprint, 15-dimensional blueprint for those ready, fully igniting within the field. This is what we're doing here. The work I'm doing is literally holding this field of the divine organic creatrix field on behalf of all, with the people I work with. But I need people to be fully online. We need to be congruent in the field that we want to create with. And this is all about teamwork right now, Synarchy. It's all about us knowing how to co-create as a team and get rid of all of this false ego shit, because this is what landed us here. We are the ones who have created everything. We are the ones who are responsible for making the wrongs right again. As we align our blueprints, out there aligns through us. We hold the blueprints for reality. We get to shift and change it. So don't look out there for what is happening, not happening, what anyone says. What do you want to happen? But you really can just truly do this in alignment with divine will, as you fully surrender your ego will, your false filters, pretenses, and fully surrender to source. That's the only way to know truth. As you let your version of truth really go and truly ask source, really wanting to know the truth, show me the truth, and then see what happens. Okay, this is all about only the pure hearts, only those of pure intentions are going to make it through the gates. And people like me are here to help you not waste your time, money, energy on false light teachers, programs, activations, healings, which helps you also, to avoid any unnecessary suffering, delays, being stuck, giving up. I really, if nothing else, I've really kept going, keep holding this field. I mean, it's because it's who I am. It's not much of a choice to me. As well as I'm really here to constantly help and assist people. And again, when it's not enough and you can't see the value that's been provided and all that I have been providing, then it's just not the right fit and frequency alignment, and that's totally fine. And that's where you need to be right now, everyone, everything. Just either alignment or not alignment. And one of the things this activation is also doing is fully cutting out any remaining cords, hooks, attachments to this false reality, people, places, things, because it's an inversion of reality, okay? It's like we are accessing a truly sovereign blueprint, fully igniting this, the new you coming fully online along with all new realities, because that's what we project out. There was something more to the sentence, and I forgot it now. The energies are super high. It was super intense today, or rather yesterday, the second. There's a lot unfolding in the field because people are struggling to let fully go of the false ego self. And all of these storylines, you're not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, you're not your belief systems, opinions, you're not your judgments, okay? You're none of these things. And I can see this very clearly, and I can see people very clearly, but it's obviously harder for them to see me clearly, and that's okay. Because I know everything is just being resolved, disclosed from within the one consciousness. You don't need to convince anyone anymore of anything. The truth is just known now. Okay, this is true disclosure. It's arising from within all of us. It's not going to be broadcasted on the screens. It's arising from within your own crystalline caverns, your own crystalline core, which is your heart fully opening. This is where God, our own God self, through the power of pure, true divine love, real true love, which is soft love, tough love, unified within the omni love that is source. It's both. If you're just one or the other, we are weak. Okay, this needs to be balanced out. There's a time for everything. And the true divine feminine, the true mother returning, having returned, is not just soft love and light and coziness, okay? She's also the Kalima. She's also the destroyer, and so are you. And everybody needs to rebirth through that true divine feminine essence right now. And this is what I really help people with in general, this new orgamic reunion blueprint where you know yourself as one, masculine and feminine within you. There's nothing missing, as well as we come together with the divine counterparts, those who have manifested this for themselves, you know, God willing. This is where the blueprint fully ignites as you come back together as two full wholes, so to say, having expanded your own blueprint, and then this is the new cosmic quantum tree of life fully igniting. Oh yeah, let me come back to the cards. I didn't even say that. So this card has a writing behind it. So it's from the Oracle, Lover's Oracle. And it says, surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. You need to fully let go right now. All storylines, everything, it's not you. You're leaving the faults behind, truly. There's nothing to hold on to. Really, it's not. Even if you made your life really nice, like this is the new state of beingness. You can't hold on to nothing. This is the only way we can truly live and love, really. Where it's like, okay, whatever anyone does or doesn't do, you are not going to be brought down anymore because it's no reflection of you. Okay, it's a reflection of them. This is where we are truly getting this, and where it's becoming transpersonal. We leave the ego out the door, and this is how real, true teamwork, synergy can really happen. Because again, as the tribes fell, we fell apart. The shield fell apart. The consciousness fell apart. This is the split, the fragments. Like I've been through so many deep dives this past month. I've held so much. I digged up so much. I've cleared and transformed, alchemized so much on behalf of all. This is also why I haven't done another video. And these are also public services announcements, ultimately. So, you know, whilst we still have technology, I keep on doing them. But this one is a little bit of a longer one just to wrap a few things up. Because we have truly excavated everything that needed to be from within the oneness, and it's just unfolding now. So with the 31st, the main message was when we fully kickstarted, or the highlight of this activation started. The main message was the event has been triggered. It's here in the field now. It's just a matter of days, literally. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, and on the 1st, we have fully merged with this parallel version of reality, our own true self, where again, as if none of this has ever happened, everything is going to be transformed, restored to, as if it never happened, truly, because you're dropping the false akash, you're dropping all of these false timelines. It's like you have already made history, you have changed history to change the now, to change the future. None of the, like, you need to write your own prophecies now. You are the master of your own destiny. You are the master of the dream field. As you look through the faults, this is about shape-shifting reality. This is about us clearing the field. This is about us collapsing this enslavement matrix. We shouldn't be worried about paying rents or where we're going to live. Again, these are all these root chakra fields for us to fully connect to the crystalline core and light us all the way the fuck up. Because the star principle, The mother arc ray has been fully returned. It's here now. Enatukuro, Aishana Tekana, Esanata. This is us fully connected to source. Now we just need to sort out the below, so to say, as we feel fully safe, fully protected, fully provided for. So what's the root chakra kind of fears? Fear of survival, like paying bills, keeping a roof over our heads, being afraid of death, or that the loved ones around us dying, and illness, suffering. Okay. And once you truly access, by knowing thyself, your true God self, which is your shadow and your light, your everything, all the fractals of the one God self, through that integration, oh my God, where was I? You transcend all separation, but this is not what I was getting at. Sorry, the energies are really, really intense. This is also one reason why I didn't make another update. Anyway, I'll just leave that there. Perfectly imperfect, as always. Okay, this is not about being perfect. If we all would need to be perfect to ascend, I tell you, we'd never be there. What is perfect? Okay, somebody gave you an idea. Be the person you truly are before anyone else told you what that looked like. Remember what that is. And it's really, you're constantly co-creating that new version of reality and yourself. Okay, you're not like, you're everything, literally. Oh yeah, so to transcend these root chakra fears, you need to transcend again the illusion. You've never been born, you never die. So the fears of dying go away. The suffering is connected to the false ego self, all of these false belief systems based in fear. And any kind of safety for us not being fully provided for, with shelter, food, our necessities, again, comes from a place of psychosis within a collective consciousness where we think this is normal. This is not normal. This is beyond me providing for myself. If anyone wants to support me, details are below in the description box for any and all donations. And thank you so much for those who have. Again, these are just a few things. There have been things happening. Basically, it's a Stripe service that's connected, to the card payments. So there's nothing to do with Ko-fi. And some of the payments are incomplete. And right now I can't, I'm working on getting them completed, as well as we're going way beyond all of this. But if in the meantime you do feel guided to support me with a donation, and thank you so much for anyone who's ever done. And I have meant to send a couple of thank yous to a couple of people who, continuously supported me. And sorry, I just haven't gotten around to it. It's just been too much. Everything has been too much. Literally, this is taking everything from me. I was literally ready to just give up. And again, like magicians, don't you worry. We are unfuckable with. Okay, it's not even an option. Even as it's like the breaking down, giving up kind of feeling is the breakthrough. I feel everything. I just go with the motions. I've done this so many times. I've gone through hell millions of times on behalf of us all to excavate, to reclaim this real truth that truly liberates and frees us all. Because once you understand how reality really works and how to co-create it, we have all the power in the world. But then we also need to come together because we hold the blueprints. And when we can't agree upon one version of reality that works for all, that's the issue. It's not them out there, it's not the cabal, it's not the fallen angelics. This is our unacknowledged projected shadow out. Okay, you need to reclaim that, reclaim your power. Again, my calls and so forth really help with this. In order to truly see that we held the power all along, the keys and the codes. You just need to stop believing that they do and stop creating this. Again, this is all about knowing thyself, your shadow and your light, having excavated this, really gotten to know yourself, you really knowing yourself as God, and everybody else is reflecting that back at you now. It doesn't matter what the appearance is, okay? Until you literally can see God, Source, the Holy Spirit reflected back at you in all people, places, things. Free of judgment, opinions, belief systems. What has created the separation, the fragmentation? And we judge one another, we think they're not doing it right, all of this stuff, having these opinions. It's in the field, it's telepathic. It doesn't matter what you say, it's felt, it's known, especially right now, as this telepathic communication network of the cosmic emerald heart is coming fully online. Because all is known within the one mind. this is the full disclosure. This is where nothing can be kept secret anymore. And you just either need to face it. Like there's no one running away. You can't run away to anything. But there's no more push-pull in the field. So basically what I was shown is one of the things I want to mention. So on one of my deep dives, I could really see all of these control structures, but the control matrix, this false patriarchal king of tyranny, false masculine archetype or like template has been all about is control. Control comes from fear. And what was shown to me is that even fear comes from love and this need to control. So let's take, for example, the opposition. Some of these cabal members, okay, they literally rape their children from the word get-go, from birth. And, I was shown that ultimately it is coming from a place of love because they feel this is the only way to protect their bloodline, to make them tough as nails, for them to be invincible. But again, if you're just tough love and no soft love, you're weak. The same as the other way around. If you're just soft love and have no tough love, it's a weakness. Because ultimately both ways lead to the destruction of the bloodline. Because you're doing it from a place of fear. So especially from the protective viewpoint, if you understand the masculine principle, generally is here to protect, safeguard, reality, as well as especially the divine feminine wisdom, the children. Okay, from that need to protect. If that comes from fear, that's where control comes in. Okay, where you think like you need to be the overbearing parent or telling your children how to live their lives. And if you don't toughen up, you won't make it in this world, this kind of shit. This is where it all inverts upon itself, the original need to protect, safeguard, support. But once you understand that that need to control, that fear comes from a place of love, that's where it all transforms, alchemizes, and you're no longer afraid. Because again, fear is an illusion. It still comes, it's born from love. Once you can see it for what it truly is, it doesn't mean that you are like allowing it to play out in your life. You say no to it because it's distorted and inverted, but you can see it through God's eyes. You can see everything in its true perfection, even those most dire aspects from within the one God mind that have played out their roles and committed crimes against humanity. There's still absolute perfection within those embodiments because it's all about experience, the one cosmic mind within its many, many fractals going out, making all of these experiences throughout time, space, now coming back within the oneness, because it's just one of us here, and now having come up with the perfect blueprint templates for all races, bloodlines to be fully unified as one, all tribes, us coming back together in true peace, love, understanding, compassion, and no longer like judging, having opinions, belief systems, thinking somebody else is not doing it right. Everybody's doing it perfectly. As well as, we can say things, hey, this is not okay, telling yourself, I want to change that. It's all of that. It's the both end. It's you let it be enough right now. You are enough as you are right now. So are everyone else. So is everyone else. Only from that place will you ever be enough. And whilst you're still a masterwork in progress, it's the both end. Perfectly imperfect. This is the only way to write this. And we're fully transcending any fears of truly living and dying because, again, we're caught in this web of fear and illusion and psychosis. And this is clear. This is fully clear. And this is why it's so intense. It's all the faults collapsing. So if your reality is collapsing, kind of like mine, you need to understand what's truly happening. I've done this for long enough to read the field. I know that it's basically we're here now. Because it's supposed to fall apart. It's not about you finishing this journey with the success, the perfect family relationship, financial situation. No, it's you understanding that this is all false. There's a whole new parallel reality that we're fully quantum aligning, merging with. It's already here. It's just you just keep aligning yourself. Everybody needs to do it for themselves. And as this fully completes, you're there. and literally a parallel version of reality that is paradise, that is Eden. How exactly this is going to blend in, I can't say. It's going to be a blending experience, as well as at some point we're just done. But there will be one massive collective tower moment that is well over fucking due over the next few days. That's all I see. Sonata. And we're going to make sure of that as we keep holding the field, because we're the co-creators of this. We're not waiting for no one to do it for us. Okay, so on the 4th, we're going to meet again for an hour focused work. Again, this activation, it's ongoing. Tune into the field as much and as often as you like. You also get a free activation from our last group call, which is really helping you with this, to awaken your emerald heart and to allow it to fully take over, because you need to lose your mind. You need to be crazy in divine love, okay, to walk through the gate. But the gates and portals are opening. This is a massive awakening of Agatha, interdimensional Stargate system, the cosmic emerald heart awakening. It's all here now. And if you really want to help, again, details are below, and sign up. Don't wait. Tomorrow, today is a big day. 3, 4, 5, massive. This whole week is gonna be fucking massive. Big, massive quantum shifts and changes. Well overdue. But it's still up to us, because it can be very rapid, imminent, or we can draw this out a little bit longer if people want to be stuck in their false ego self and fears and doubts and worries and belief systems, opinions. You need to let it fully fucking go. You are not your thoughts, you're not your belief systems, you're not your body. You need to transcend it fully. It's like you need to drop your body. You need to be willing to die and leave everything and everyone behind, because it's ultimately happening in some way, shape, form, or another for all of us. But then you also need to get the dichotomy of that nobody can die, nobody has ever been born, which is eternal consciousness. That's all that's to be realized. That is the end of suffering. And obviously, there's one thing to realize it mentally, and then another thing to fully purge this in your system, physically, mentally, emotional, spiritually. Okay, this is what we've been doing all the work. But this is where all of the work, even if it seems like it didn't end up much, is going to pay off as if all at once. But you need to do your homework. Okay, get to know your true self. Only you know what that really truly looks like. Authenticity is way more important than being nice and kind. Okay, having spoken my truth came at a great cost, but I knew it was the most important thing, more important than me having followers, likes, even friends, money, all of this. I know how important this is, what we're returning here, what I'm working with my groups, what we're holding here. It's literally what the cosmos and our future depends upon. And I know it's in the bag, as well as, yeah, we need to keep making it happen. We need to keep holding the field. It's not just like as if you like reach enlightenment and then you go back to your normal day job. This is full and final awakening, enlightenment of the one consciousness, and we're here to steward this. This should be priority. And if this is not your priority, then you're lost in a dream. Okay? And trying to fix the Titanic. It's going down. There's nothing to fix here. You just need to realize it's false. Now, I did a lot of speaking around this to really help you, assist you with the last group call, level 3 of the Team Godhead membership container. Now, you will be able to access the first 3 hours of that if you join the Team Godhead level 1 container. Again, details are below. Or, Team level 3. Because this is truly, the level 3 is really for us to multidimensionally co-create our journey back and all new free worlds in a really multidimensional quantum style way. And this call was super powerful. So basically because, and I apologize if everybody thinks that's not enough what I provided, the 3 hours of that call instead of a cosmic update separately recorded and then made that available for the team membership. Really, I mean, that 3 hours is like at least double of your investment of €15 already back. This is like all of the cosmic updates I could have even done for the month, all in 3 hours. I actually meant to cut it at 2 hours 52, but I worked on the editing for over 24 hours and it just wouldn't happen. So it is what it is, even if it cuts off kind of halfway, through kind of on, the next theme of the conversation. So If you want to access really important navigational tips, instruction sets, want to have access to a whole vault of gnosis information, all of the calls that have been shared in level 1 of the membership, you can find the details below. And again, also check out the other levels if you're truly interested in leveling all the way up and accelerating your journey. I can't take, so to say, your suffering away, because you need to dissolve it, absorb it, purge it, burn it up yourself. There's a lot of burning up that needs to happen. You burn, burn, burn. And I've been burning for freaking 13 years, okay? On behalf of us all. And we're done now. I know that I'm no longer carrying all of this, as well as, yeah, we're always part of the whole, but this is where we become truly sovereign and free. And we no longer burden ourselves with what other people still need to navigate through, as well as we're here to lend a helping hand, but they need to come up at us, right? They need to respect us and value us and truly see us. Okay, we can't do this when people are judging us, thinking we're not doing it right, undermining us. It's interference in the field. It's what causes black magic. We have started this all of ourselves. You just need to take care of your own programming, your own spells. That's what sorts out the outer. This is when you are fully in tune with who you are, they can't get you anymore. But again, all of the black magic and shit, clowns jumping around, panicking because their time is freaking up. What they do with people like me is they try and affect everything around them, whether it's people, systems. I mean, it's been a whole story of mine. It takes so much tenacity, perseverance to stick with all of this, excavate this, keep sharing, keep having people like, less and less people support me, dropping off, and then turning against me. Yeah, I've got no idea what it has taken to keep going, to keep encouraging people, to keep them inspired, to keep them empowered. But I know this will be seen now, truly, the worth of everything we've shared, everything we've done. And again, I'm speaking from the oneness, the great I am, to the great I am, because this is all about us reclaiming our true worth, true value, true wisdom, the gnosis. Wisdom is power. Once you know how this truly works, we are taking over the world. We are creating now, to our heart's content. The field is going to clean up massively over the next 24 to 48 hours. So help me, God. And I know God is on my side. And when God is on our side, we are at one with God. Nothing is impossible now. But you need to be a true believer, a true servant of divine will. So you need to understand that control was never even real. Also because God is playing all parts. So as long as you understand that their control, their perceived control, was never real and it's been taken from them now, you understand that again, it's all about surrender to divine will, at one with source, and just show me from one now moment to the next. That's all I need to know. I don't need to figure nothing out. All I know is that I just need to purge the fear. I know I'm being provided and protected, supported. I've seen nothing but in my true divine service to source, even as there was a lot of squeezing. But this is where our true faith beliefs are being tested. What are you manifesting right now? What do you truly believe? Even if your whole reality falls apart, it's not because you've done it wrong. No, it's because this false fakery is going down and you just need to see it for what it is. And you just need to transcend your fears to come out the other end, because it's true divine love that will activate the multidimensional DNA. And it's the fear that's closing down. That's not enabling you to access that. But that's fully dissolving now, because again, people like me, the team I'm working with, we're doing this on behalf of all. And I know we have massive amounts of quantum. I know this is in the bag. It's just a question of us all together. How quickly can we truly come together as one unified team to co-create reality that fits all? Okay, and leave all of these differences, ultimately belief systems, opinions, judgments, fully behind. The fragmentation. Because this is competition, envy, jealousy, all of these spells, all of the hate that's causing the black magic in the field. Forget about the black magician. We started it. So let's correct this, as we can see each other through the eyes of God, as well as, yeah, we have boundaries, because if other people can't see us, that's fine, but it's not, our fault and not for us to sort out. And as you stop wanting to convince anyone or trying for anyone to see you clearly, it's all going to fall into place. There's no more push-pull in the field whatsoever. Again, all of this nervous, what is it called? Anxious attachment and not nervous attachment, like kind of the codependent style where you cling on to things. Both comes out of fear. It's not our natural state of beingness, okay? Because once you realize everything is you, there's nothing to hold on to, nothing to run away from. The same when you do the inner shadow work. People are afraid of themselves, their own shadow. You can't be that anymore, okay? Don't be afraid of fear, of yourself. Become at one with God to see real truth, okay? But this is where we're really returning how to live life really well. And it's a whole new blueprint. And it's about the purity of the heart, okay? So stop focusing on the physical. Focus on your heart, focus on your mind, purify that, let it all the way the fuck go. Empty, empty, empty. Ask God to show you the real truth. But you need to be a real seeker of truth, and you need to let go of all your preconceived ideas and belief systems to get there. Okay? And that's how you become a living library through your lived experiences, your lived knowledge, which then becomes gnosis. You help others now to cross the rainbow bridge, and they will want our help. Because it's all being exposed for what it truly is. No more this inversion. Enata kukukai. Shne ena se kena tukuru usunatena enakara ushunuta aina se kenata. So truly, this is all about faith, trust, and belief. That is literally what sustains you. Your connection to source now. No amount of money right now can give you any security, no physical security. Okay, this is fully transcending the illusions of the physical world. Your only safety net, so to say, that you need, the only assurance, the only approval comes from your source self, the God self, the one true God that can truly see you for who you are. And then nobody else's opinions matter. This is how you become fully unfuckable with. And as we shift and change, it just goes out. Because again, as we heal this, our own morphogenetic field, and us together in groups, especially Team Godhead that I'm holding this field for, we're doing this on behalf of the cosmic Christ. It's a super highly alchemical manifestation, healing, activation container that makes miracles happen. And I can see it all the time. But yeah, the more can believe in this, the more can support this, the quicker this goes. Yeah, but if you want to keep supporting the false, clinging on to false financial and physical security, believe me, you will be shown the truth now. Because again, your connection to source is what will sustain you, provide for you, safeguard. It's you standing in real truth. There's nothing else needed. That's what we're projecting out now through, especially this telepathic cosmic emerald heart network coming fully online, and the interdimensional Stargate system, the cosmic quantum tree of life, the new divine blueprints of the Crystal Sophia. It's all there. Okay, it's all igniting the real truth. This is like the final moment of quantum leaping, jumping all the way into true divine love and leaving the false ego fully behind. This is what dissolves the matrix. It's based on fear and control. Once you see it for what it is, it's not real. You let it all the way go. But again, it's one thing knowing it, another one you need to burn it off in your body, heart, mind, and soul, your consciousness. Yeah, this is what all this suffering is about. But it just helps you to align with your real true self. You need to go there. You need to be willing to excavate yourself. There's nothing to fix out there. The same as like I always put the inner work first, because it's the only way I can lead through integrity. And there's so much background work involved, and oh my God, so many hours and days. I put all of these posts together, and do read the full post if you feel guided to. It has so many more keys, codes, activations within them. So anyone who doesn't even, take part also in the activations that I speak about, even you just reading the description will really get you a lot. Because the energy is held in it. Okay, it's fully encoded. But again, if you're just after false love bliss, I'm not the right person for you, for sure, to work with. This is all about the true ones that really want to do the deep inner work, take full responsibility and accountability for the worlds we're creating together as one, and keep communicating and being open, transparent. This is all about a new relationship, blueprints and templates coming fully online. And I've worked hard to get us this far, again, playing my part together with you as one. And now this is where the Feast of Plenty truly fully awaits. The new roles, adventures, all new free worlds, storylines, prophecies, destiny awaits, okay, written by us. Enatakara Aisanaya. Free, free, free. And a third of the 11. So this week is massively highlighted up until the 8th. Especially now, 3rd to 7. Now it's crunch time. This is where you find out, have you done your work? What you still need to align. And again, alignment is very quick. You just need to let go of the false ego self. It's not about time. It's just alignment. You know, it can be a huge build up. You think you're not going anywhere and you just get that one thing, just something just clicks and it's like, it's gone. Okay? It's really, it's all about letting go, not becoming perfect. Most people have this all the wrong way around because of all of the false programming out there, all of these false ascension teachings, techniques, and freaking manuals, right? You don't need a manual. It's built in. You hold it inside of you. Your heart knows. And I would very much recommend to you to use your direct connection to source. That's what it's all about. You bringing back your own God self, your real, raw, true, authentic self. It's not about being nice, happy. It's about being authentic. It's the highest frequency. It's truth. And if you truly love someone, you tell them the truth. Because we've learned, especially as women, to be kind and nice, and we are afraid to say the truth. We don't want to offend. And we're also afraid of the consequences. Because again, speaking truth loses you all kinds of things. But we've done this in order to create a new blueprint, no matter what the cost. And I know I will be richly rewarded for this. And this is not why I did this. I just wanted to end the suffering and the pain. Because I know the power I hold. I know how much change I can create. This is why I do these videos. And this is why I still make them available, some of them for free, to help the whole collective. And if you're not on the same frequency as me, then it's best you don't work with me. Yeah? Because then otherwise there's a disconnect. Now, this is for us to feel fully safe whilst in physical form. This is full multidimensional walk-in, completing. This is us feeling fully grounded, fully connecting now to the crystalline core. Okay, no longer afraid of this fake reality. We're taking fully over. You can't be afraid of dying, suffering, or keeping a roof over your head or your family. You need to let it go as the illusion that it is. And again, you do this by literally sitting in a fear, purging it, breathing through it. I did a lot of this on Monday. I was like, fuck, I'm fucked. I knew also I wasn't. I knew it was all part, as well as I just needed to purge through it. I've done it so many times where I just sit in the fear, I just purge it, I know what I'm doing, and then I don't need to experience that. And the day after, since then, I'm just literally not worried. Every time, I can't even think about it as such, you know what I mean? But the issue is like beyond the payments are not getting to me and a lot of money, which is just another confirmation because I've been shown this massive vault of infinite abundance of all of the shit that has been getting to me because of all the fucking black magic fuckery and people wishing me not well, is all about to hit all at once. Esa Shana Tekena Sutu. And I'm making sure of that. I'm not waiting for anyone to do this for me, for God. I know I can always go higher in consciousness to dissolve the lower. And that's what I do. And all of what I've been sharing. Because I know it's just an illusion. There's nothing to be afraid of. I would know if there was. As well as, again, it's not about just waiting, hoping. No, I know. And then I still listen to one now moment to the next, to my inner guidance of what to do. And the guidance was put a video together also to tell people if they, because I could see some, because the issue is, it's not just about the money not getting to me. It's also about people can't sign up right now. Not all. Again, some payments are going through, others not. You will find out yourself if you're, you know, trying to sign up new, at least. And if there's any issue, just please email me or via Ko-fi if you really want to take part, okay? But you need to be all in. This is truly the moment to ask yourself, what would you live and die for? Then go and fully align yourself with that. That's your destiny. That's your mission. Again, people have been following the wrong things because they're confused, caught in the programming, lost on the garden path, making a big, long, roundabout journey, okay? And I'm here to realign people, keep them aligned with the real truth that we're here to return. And I know this is very sacred work. Now, massive, after all of this final purging now, this is the final purge for the forerunners. Again, if this doesn't resonate, it's not for you. Please do something else. This is where our rainbow plasma light bodies can come fully online. You just need to fully drop the weight of the past, of your old self, people, places, things, reality at large. You need to be able to let everything fully go, jump through the gates to heaven on earth, and you will see you will be given so much more than you could ever hope for. It will be so much better than our biggest, wildest imagination, but you have to believe you need to be a co-creator with God. It's not happening for you. It's not just praying for it, believing, hoping. It's also making it so. But the new realities is really like 90% imagination, 10% kind of physical action effort. Very little. Okay? Because again, reality is imagination, but you still want to, like, there still need to be challenges. There still need to be goals to achieve. You know what I mean? But now it's going to become really playful. It's like when you feel anything in your life, afterwards you can laugh at it. It's gone. And this is what's happening now. We've changed the past. I had a déjà vu with a déjà vu today. And they always it's happened to me, I think, once before. And it's like, oh my God. And I think, anyway. But yeah, it's because déjà vus for me are also signs of timeline shifts, where it's like, oh my God, we've been here millions of times before to try and get this right. And I'm really exhausted by this, as well as we are fully reclaiming all of our life force, true vitality, real true health. We are going to be restored. We are being restored as if none of this has ever happened. And again, once you understand all is thought, you understand you just really need to adjust the way you perceive everything, especially yourself. And then your perception of others will change because they are you. They're a reflection of you, okay? Your greater God self. Until there is no more separation felt, until there is no more war, until there's no more discord, okay? We're here to bring this fully in as the cosmic family. Let's really pull together. Anyone who wants to take part is more than welcome. Again, you would need to sign up also, because this is me full on for 5 days, holding this field, running activations. It's worth so much more than 44 euros and 40 cents. It really is. But yeah, you need to put value on soul growth and consciousness expansion, and also see the blessings in the purging. But I know that ultimately, once you're out of that, everything will align for you. But you also, again, I can't do this for you. You also need to apply what I'm speaking about. It's to both ends. But I know I do really help people to accelerate their journey a lot and save themselves time, money, suffering, being led off a windy, windy garden path, or altogether just give up. Now, you're being tested. What you truly believe in, what are you truly supporting? Okay. What you believe to be true. And that will decide what you're going to access now. These are the final moments where you can make final course corrections, but very soon it will be too late. Just the case. Okay. We've had enough warning, enough hold-ups, enough extensions drawn out of this whole process, because again, the false ego self finds it very difficult to let go of the illusion, because you think it's all this real, and then you think people like me are crazy woo-woo talking crazy woo-woo talk. All right, now believe me, the crazy is real, more than this insane asylum. Now let's burn this all the way the fuck up. Okay, let's light this up real good. You need to know and own the power you hold. Again, when we do this together as one, in these sacred activation containers, I mean, everything gets so much multiplied. This is how we're co-creating miracles, but you need to fully believe in what we're doing here, okay? Because obviously, if you would be taking part and not believing in what I'm saying here, it creates interference. I feel it, I hear it. It's going to be overwritten now, but it doesn't help. So again, this activation will continue. Another highlight to kind of bookend this, it's going to be on the 4th at 2020 UK time PM. All other details are below. You can take part at another time. You also get a free activation that you can listen to if you don't want to just take part in silence or listen to something else. Again, read the description of the event of the remote activation, and then basically the 72 hours after will lead us into midnight on the 7th. Okay, to just cover this whole period now of unrest. And there's a lot of unrest and fear and discord kind of just being purged through the field. Okay, but you just need to let it purge, as well as just keep aligning everything with your real true self. You know, you don't take shit, and you need people, you need to be with people. They can speak up, speak the real truth, who can really truly see you, value you, support you, are there for you, where you feel really carried. Okay? And I really need everybody to step up now so like we can all feel carried, because I feel I've been dragging and carrying so fucking much, where people have been throwing so much shit at me. It's just, I need everybody to up level together with me, okay? All equally as one. There's just one of us here. We're all equals. We're just fulfilling different roles. You can't compare yourself to no one. Mistake number one. That's competition, comparing, competition. It's retarded. Okay, you're like nobody else. You have your very own unique missions. Other people within this 144,000 archetypes of the Godhead, okay, they bring home other pieces. All you need to do is really love it all the way up, accept all as it is now, love it all the way up, as well as, yeah, you keep aligning. It's both ends. It's not about, yeah, I'm just perfect. And you're never going to do any kind of self-improvement work on yourself, so to say. But it's not about self-improvement. It's more about like peeling away all of the layers of all of the shits and all of the belief systems, and like the whole world having told us all of this time that we are not enough. Again, you can access 3 hours of this whole talk if you, well, a lot more, to help you with additional navigation tips, instruction sets, if you sign up for the team membership, Godhead, Team Godhead level 1. There are loads of replays available there, but if you want to take part in more of, you know, what's happening now, it would be level 2 or 3. And again, the details are below. You can also sign up for this activation now, which will again reach up until the 4th, but the next highlight is us coming together focused on the 4th. And again, details are below on how to do this. Okay. I think that's more or less it. I also want to leave below a link to more information on how the divine masculine is rising from Ascension glossary, because Fisher King as a bird kind of came up really strong in our group. And then I was reminded, there's something on Ascension glossary about this, not just the bird and its message, but also the Fisher King and the masculine Mardi Grail embodiment that's fully coming back. Okay, out of stasis, out of hiding, out of being asleep, in slumber. I think I also leave here the last Sat Yoga Institute transmission from today, or rather yesterday. Our holographic matrix is a mathematical equation. It's all about the 0-point field and realizing there's only one of us here. I mean, every little helps. So I leave that below as well, okay? It's time for me to wrap this up. It's already much longer than I wanted to, as usual. So just remember, instead of judging, having opinions, all of this crap, okay? Just 0-point field, observer state, you're the observer. Okay, that's the only way where you can collapse and co-create realities from. Again, I shared so much more on previous calls and videos. I'm not going to go into this now. So instead of judging, okay, just learn how to observe, study, and then you discern. Okay, you don't like jump to conclusions, judge, have opinions, and then, I don't know, go into some crazy action mode that is out of alignment with your real true self. Okay. So truly, I can just recommend observe, study, then discern, and make your decisions from a calmer place. Okay, not nilly-willy, not in the heat of the moment. Again, this is where all of your learning comes together. And as well as sometimes whatever is being said, not said, whatever happens or doesn't happen, ultimately is part of the divine plan. That's all you need to really realize right now. Everybody's being played by God. There is no real control. Even weather manipulation, okay? God is still allowing this to happen. God is behind everything. As we fully realize this truly, and no longer see this victim-victimizer polarity game playing out, because you see through it what it really is, that everyone and everything is being animated by source. This is what truly returns. And it's already here. Enata, Aishana, Kunutsa, Aina Yenate, Kenasku. So this is where we are reanimating all beings, places, things, being fully reset, rebirthed. It's in the field. This is the true emerald ray and the blue ray of the mother, fully healing. This is healing all bloodlines, all rays of creation. I mean, so much. Again, I've shared so much also in updates lately. I've still been writing so much, even if I wasn't on video. Anyway, I've done all I could to literally get us all the way home, and I know I did. And I still continue to help us make this a little bit easier whilst we're still looking at these funky screens. Okay, but truly, we don't need med beds. We don't need a disclosure on freaking on a laptop, on a screen. Okay, we are it. You are the disclosure. You are the new plasma light technology. So literally inside of you. The soul activation is about igniting this from within. No longer do you give your power away to any system, to no freaking machine. Okay, it's all about consciousness. This is all consciousness. As you correct your consciousness, your body will align. We are rehabilitating, rejuvenating, youthing. So we are restoring the true divine blueprint of humanity right now. There's no waiting for nothing. Okay, stop listening to those forecasts. Write your own. Seriously, you are the master of your own destiny unless you keep giving your power away to believing someone else knows more than you. If anything, I want you to use your own mind, make up your own mind, as well as try and be open to what I'm speaking about without, having the need to tell me or project onto me that I'm doing it wrong. So this is also where we're healing the mothering wound, the fathering wound. As your inner masculine feminine is fully online, your inner Christ child cannot come out to play. As this final density is fully lifting, I know already now. Over the next 24 to 48 hours, I will feel so much lighter. And this video is part of it to help us get there all together as one. Because if nothing else, it's been exposed to my energy, me talking, my energy field, my auric field. I help you to clear, heal, balance, harmonize, upgrade your whole morphogenetic field to align yourself with the new cosmic Christ blueprint. Even without doing anything. It's just the energy, okay? And I know so far many people have been freaking triggered by me, but this is really where you need to understand it's really not helping. And maybe just go a little bit deeper to understand that, it's really just your false ego self struggling because it doesn't want to be wrong. It doesn't want to lose its identity. It wants to cling on to the faults, to storylines, belief systems, what you believe to be true. Okay, because I shatter illusions, I shatter false ego selves, aka realities. And that hasn't made me a great friend of many, as well as I do this from the deepest place of love, me returning real truth, speaking it, even if it means often that I lose people, especially support, financial gain. So be it. I always did this for the real truth, to be really returned fully through me, through us all, and to ignite this within you, because this is the only way it can get done. And only when we agree on the core of this truth that works for all, true heart-mind coherence, which is what I came to return, again, together with you. But I'm just here to trigger this within you so you can return your own part. This is what liberates and heals us all. You just need to connect to your own truth. It's in your heart. It's God speaking through you. It's only through experience do you know that what anyone has ever told you, is that truly right or not? This is why we're doing experiences. This is why you can't ever get this wrong. All goes back to source, as well as right in the end, yeah, you want to fully align yourself, your true blueprint with that of real truth, because that's what gets you ascended. But you need to be your own true authentic self. What does that mean like? It means you speak the truth no matter what. You don't need to be an asshole. You're not supposed to be cruel speaking the truth. Of course not. You can still be kind, but you can also be direct. It depends on the situation, the person, the circumstances, the energy is present of the energy we, say things. The same as you see different versions of the same me here appearing. Okay, these are all my multidimensional aspects, which are infinite. You're not just one person. You at the very least have 1,782 aspects to you at that higher ascended master level, okay, that you're here to integrate. This is why this is so much work. But this is where it pays out, okay? Big, very big, very big. Hearts and minds blown wide open. But to get there again, you need to let fully go. You need to have transcended all of your fear. And the only way to get there is to purge it. The same as if you want to have peace, you need to burn through all of your anger. If you don't want to feel resistance, you need to burn through the resistance. It's through the paradox that you get there. I think actually Alan Watts has a theory on this. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like kind of, if you're trying to focus on the positive, you're actually getting the opposite result. I can't remember how he's explaining this, and I'm getting tired. But anyway, it's more about, it's the same as like when I sometimes say, I'm not going to do this anymore, and I'm not going to do that anymore, and then literally quite straight after, I will find myself doing that because you have too much resistance within yourself. And it's fine. Just laugh at yourself, see it for what it is, see it as part of, okay, I'm burning off my resistance. Because like you suppressing it, pretending that you don't feel whatever you're feeling, that's the issue. People are not true to themselves. How can you be true to me or somebody else? Truth is the highest form of love. You need to speak it no matter what. Even if it loses you every friend, every place, anything you've ever owned, your whole livelihood. I have sacrificed everything several times over to bring back this truth. It's the only way. You get access to it. You need to burn it all the way off, all of the shit. Okay, and I really help people to do this with all of what I've been sharing. And yeah, there is not supposed to be a guidebook. You are the guidebook. You hold your own navigational tips, instruction sets for your own unique expression of the one true God self. And that looks very different for all of us, as well as, yeah, we hold the same ethics, morals, virtues, which is mostly around love, power, wisdom, authenticity again. And it doesn't look like how it's been sold to us because the whole spiritual, religious arena has been hijacked. You need to see it for what it is because spirituality literally decides what reality is. What we believe to be true is what decides reality. All right. We just had a 1.14 solar flare. I really feel the sun is building up to something, but again, it's up to us. We are co-creating this all the time together as one with Source through our every word, thought, feeling, belief system, action, projection, expectation we have of reality and of one another. Okay, but you also can't make people change. You can hold space, but this is also where we're just like, okay, I'm doing something else now. We're not waiting for no one to get it. So just remember, you're the master of your own destiny. You get to reprogram the matrix now, but you need to let go of the limiting programming. This is what I help people with. This is why we've done all of the work, okay? You can't do this just pretending, yeah, everything is great, where deep down it's just horror, okay? And you haven't acknowledged the fear, the guilt, the shame, the anger. You need to purge it up and out. It's not yours. Your individual self is not real. Only the true one, God self, is really real. There's actually a nice quote I came across from Sat Yoga Institute, Shanamurti. I can recommend that channel. He's kind of the only one I spiritually listen to, and it's very much in line with what I speak about. Anyway, so in one of his writings, I was seeing the sentence, all are one in the ultimate unveiling of the Almighty. Okay, let's try this again. All are one in the ultimate unveiling of the Almighty absolute self. Kind of got there, but with, I used to stutter actually as a child for a short time. And I know I fall over my words sometimes and swallow them up and forget halfway through the sentence what I was saying. As well as I know I used the power of words to transcend them, their meaning, their importance, because truly it's the energy that speaks. Many people can speak, copy what I'm doing, but it's not going to be the same if you don't truly live it, embody it. It's not going to be transmitted. A lot of people talk a whole lot of shit, as you know, from the greater movie playing out, all of the characters, okay? But what are they really transmitting to you? That's what's being transmitted. That's why it's so important. What's really being felt, this telepathic network, not what we pretend, when we pretend to be okay, when we pretend to be whatever. You just can't pretend anymore. It's all falling away. People won't be able to help themselves speaking the truth. And we are right now, fully letting go of the last bit of the false ego self. It's all about to complete. Big fireworks, quantum shifts and changes in realities. Again, we make it so. You need to be an active co-creator to have an input in how this movie is going to unroll, as well as each one needs to create their own reality, okay? You are responsible. You can't give this to no one. Stop giving your power away. Okay? It's not about just listening to me and going, huh? No, you need to embody what I'm speaking about if you're in resonance with it. Okay, anyway. So, and also just one more thing. about the whole team membership. And I understand that for some people that just don't, for whatever programming reasons, okay, limiting perceptions, beliefs they might have, don't want to sign up in a membership. Again, it's in order to keep these groups clear, to create very alchemical fields where we co-create together, as well as anyone who resonates with my message. At the same with any of the activations, this is Team Godhead is, we are all part of this. Yeah. And everybody who finds resonance with this and is kind of, for me, you're part of the team. Okay. I don't like groupie things, as well as we need to, because of the way things are, because people can't responsibly co-create just yet for most. We need to keep these containers clear so we can really bring forth these manifestations where we all agree on, yes, this is possible and truly mean it. Because it really decides on the power of the field we're holding. These are reality fields, these are consciousness fields, these are shields. And us all together as one make up the shield, the morphogenetic field of the planet. This is where we're shifting back to before the pole shift, the cataclysmic events, wars ever happened. As if none of this has ever happened, but with the lessons retained and us accessing a whole new reality. Again, I shared more in the last group call. You can access this with, level 1 of the membership, the first 3 hours, or if you want a full 5.5, you would need to access level 3. And this is truly where we make big ass magical shit and shifts in the quantum field happen. So if you do feel guided to join me there, otherwise, if you resonate with this message, don't worry, you're also part of this, of course, as well as, if you want extra help, an extra push, acceleration, assistance, support on your journey, you need to give back to me. Yeah, it's just the case. I've done so much for free. I continue always to do stuff for free. But I need to really limit that because I've overgiven. I've been constantly exhausted. I didn't have a life. And this is changing now. Again, it was just necessary. It's all I could do with what I was given. But now the fun begins. I claim this because I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be loved and supported. And we all are. Again, I'm speaking from the great I am, but it's because people look through their own ego filters. You need to lose the filter from what you're speaking. I just let things come out of me. I have notes, but generally I just let it happen. Okay, this is where true magic happens. All right, I leave it here. Details are below in the description box. If you want to find out more, support me and be part of the magic. I know the post is really long. I have more notes and posts. But it is just what it is. Again, this is me also programming the field, okay? As well as really, these are activations within themselves, just reading the posts. All right, now, keep making the magic happen, believe in you. And if you truly know yourself, believing in you means believing in God. This is where everything comes from, truly. This is for the true, real believers right now, and everybody else will be tested as well. What do they believe in? God, true love, or fear? And again, it's just us doing the work will make this all possible. Don't try and figure this out in your head. Okay, focus on the end result and just keep asking, keep emptying yourself of any preconceived ideas, belief systems, and keep asking, so show me the real truth, nothing but. And you will be shown, but you need to want to know, as well as right now, whether you do or you don't, you will be shown the truth. And that's just gonna complete this journey. Because the truth, the real truth, that is everlasting and that cannot be questioned because it is arising from within us now, the crystalline core, caverns of earth, our own hearts, fully wide opening, is what truly liberates and frees us all. It's us knowing ourselves as one absolute God self again. And then there's no more competition, envy, jealousy, none of the fear, control, blame, shame, guilt. But to get there, we need to purge through it to see it for the illusion that it is. That's how we get there. Not by imagining it's not there. We do not ascend, become enlightened by imagining figures of light, as well, it's kind of part of it, but generally by making the unconscious conscious, which was the collective shadow body, the pain body, seen all the wrong way around. As you see it for what it truly is, it just all dissolves, along with the false matrix that's based on fear and control. Okay? Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your hard work. Let's get this fully done. Let's pull together as one cosmic family, okay? And make the magic happen. And just, again, just let it all go. There's nothing to hold on to but illusions. As we let go fully, completely, no resistance, no attachments, which are all part of the distortions, the psychosis, comes from fear, you're fully free. Okay, and this is where we now live a life truly worth living, really well, where we can live and love freely. And that's us fully free. Okay, you need to set yourself free though of all of these limiting beliefs, all the programming, heal the wounds and the traumas. But it's also, it's here in the field. The final healing moment is here. It's completing. That's the heart and the nervous system fully healing all. Again, but how this unfolds for everyone will be different. Okay, we are the forerunners, and then we're going to help others to cross that bridge. But this is us fully. Portals wide open, stargates wide open, all fully reclaimed. The realities, it's all inside of you, literally, the blueprints for reality, and then project it out. Why do you think anyone else out there holds any control? No. You at one with the God self know that we are co-creating this all together as one. And you can make big, massive quantum shifts and changes happen as you just live your truth, your mission, your purpose from the heart. Speak your truth, especially now, and bring that back. Make the wrongs right again. Fully align your blueprint. It's the only way for us all fully home. But each still needs to decide this for themselves. Okay, so what do you believe in? What do you want to co-create? What are you manifesting right now? That's up to you. All right. Thank you so much for all your support. Like, share, subscribe, comments, any and all donations. Details are below, how to take part in the calls and so forth. All right. I see you in the field. The final celebration, homecoming party, it's here. But it's ultimately you from within the oneness, the aloneness, rather, accessing the all oneness, and then we're going to push it out, so to say, or it's going to be ignited from within us, and then we will see it out there. But you create it in here first, and it needs to be real and true because you can't fake anything anymore, okay? All right, no more pretending, just real truth, real love. That's power, that's wisdom. It's what liberates and frees us all, and it's here now. Full liberation, freedom, yay. And that's also what ignites your superpower, okay? True divine self-love, because only if you don't truly love yourself would you play small, try and fit in, make anyone like or see you, and we're not doing that anymore. So just shine bright, ever brighter, more power, more love, more confidence, okay? This is what it's all about. But you will also learn on this ascension journey when, if nothing else, true humbleness and letting go, because this journey beats you to it. Okay, now enjoy, just be present. The best spiritual advice ever given, just be present with whatever arises. Don't resist, don't try and change it, don't make it into something else, just observe. And from that observer state, you shift your perception and that changes the whole situation. And that allows you to move through it, this energy and just all of the purging, and just let it go. It's not yours, it's ours. Okay, remember. All right, leave it here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, bye, bye.